Oh my, oh, come on. Come on, show the game. Lord. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Callie, resident of Society, man. That's just to play games. But first, I have a Christmas cookie that I brought home from work that I want to try. It's shaped and iced like a snowman, and I don't know if it's gonna be one of those kinds that, like, looks cuter than it tastes. So let's find out. I didn't expect it to be like a hard sugar cookie. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad. I think I'd have it with like a coffee or a dark tea, like unsweetened tea. Well, I'm not gonna finish that right now. That's not good. Too much, kind of low quality white chocolate around it. Oh well. I wasn't like holding my breath on it being good. And I didn't pay for it, so. Haha, you know. Anyway. Oh, what hurt my tooth? Ow. Anyway. It was like the kind of sweet that like made my teeth hurt. Anyway. Yeah. We're here investigating the possible false claims against Francel. False claims of heresy against Francel. On Orchifant's behalf. Anyway. Speaking of Christmas cookies, I also tried, or I bought the Shake Shack Christmas cookie milkshake. That shit is so sweet. Like, I have a pretty big sweet tooth and I can usually knock shit back pretty well. That has lasted me 4 days. Because it's so fucking sweet. Or like 3 days, 2 days, 3 days? Time is fake. But yeah, I've just been putting it in the freezer and then in the fridge before I want to eat it again. It's kind of absurd. Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Highland man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them ain't work at the trade routes and I never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Okay. Oh, my throat got glommy after that. Okay, I have my water. My water. Yeah. I might make myself some apple cider here in a bit so I can have something warm. Not the apathetic porter. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hylanot shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Okay. Draconian rosary. Draconian rosary. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible! Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself! And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Archifon, I will not be held accountable for this. I mean, he's got a point. Why the fuck would he let us search? Not you. Not you! Okay. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hylanot's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Halone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we have to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hylanot were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations. Okay, and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigier. Tell her that House Fortons asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Okay. We match. What is it, my child? Lord Archifon would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Brother, what? I forgot that they just fucking plan to kill him, no matter what. Not the Lalafell named Masochism. Okay. Archifon, you're not gonna like this, buddy. They've taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness! The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Calon, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor to not keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Okay. Whatever you say, King. Go, go, go. I think it's a solo duty here. It is! It is! Hail, Calon. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Proceed. Voisin Charlemont Francel de Hylanot, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of God and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Rochefort. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives, Calon, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Why? Why can't we just kill him? Let me actually do this. Look! Lord Haurchefant has come! Fuck yeah, King. I love just being able to stand back. Ishgardian scum? Oh! What do you mean, Ishgardian scum? These bitches have a fucking wyvern. A wyvern? But there were no reports of Dravanian activity. You would call upon your allies to save you? At last your treachery is laid bare. No, brother. Oh. This will not be forgotten. He drops a draconian rosary, you bitch! What is? It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Highland. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury! A draconian rosary! Then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Orchefond. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust that you have not lost sight of that which brought you to Kurthis, Kellan. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Bitch wants us out! Fair enough, we keep fucking his shit up. Lord Orchefond, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You are too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hylanot. Praise Halone did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Kellan. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Okay. Okay. I can do that. Bounce, 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 bounce. Kind of disappointed that this cookie wasn't good. Surprised, but I am a little disappointed. Oh wait, I'm summoner now. I can fucking look around with my... Wah, wah. Okay. Okay. Nice, okay. Hi. You look well, Kellan. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Hylanot shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Okay. The man with the knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Thank you. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kurthis several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison was almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Harchevant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. Yeah, I was riding a carbuncle. The little guys. It's a Mog Station mount, so I purchased that little bitch years ago. And it's account wide, so I get it on every character, and I'm so glad. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by a decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamont of White Brimfront and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Calon. May Helone guide you. I love you, Jafar. My little guy. He has little booties. They're so cute. Little booties. Just a little guy. Wonderful to see you again, Calon. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Hylanat. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillamont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Cravens who attempted to destroy House Hylanat have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred toward us, and towards you now as well. Okay. That's fine. They can hate me all they want. It matters little to me. Still level 38. I think the next one will be 39 though. Move so slowly. My god, all the fucking fates. Roist. Snow Cloak, and that's Stone Vigil, I think. Yeah. And that's Zimile Darkhold, and that's... shit, what's it called? Aurum Vale. Then there's also one that comes up here. Crazy Dio. Oh wait, it's a trial up there. For the level 50 relic weapon quests. Forgot that's a thing now. Oh. Oh, I was gonna res them. R.I.P. legend. You desire an audience with Lord Drillamont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Harchevant and Francel, is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do? Wow! Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboise. Yes, Sir Alboise can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Okay. Alphino, you useless little bitch. Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the stone vigil without further delay. What do you think I'm trying to do? Bitch. The Realm Reborn, Alphino, is insufferable. Sir Brunardier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Okay. Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Forton in Highland Art. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Lord... Godinot. He should know Lord Drillamont's current whereabouts. All these fucking French names are pissing me off. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillamont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Okay. Hello. Sir Godinot permitted your passage. Very well. Speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillamont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Kurthis to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sidnan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland? You're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgarian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim front but these three mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and two scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the stone vigil, but I know we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the stone vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Callum, you must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillemont's trust. Understood? Okay. Alphino is tiny. I think he's 16 in the story at this point. Or thereabouts. Child. Baby child. Okay. You're the lad responsible for the commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in White Brim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillemont's mind? There's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. Wouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danafin Pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin.
Okay. Okay.
I remember the first time I did this. This specific quest beat my ass a million times because I couldn't fucking figure out to, use the key item. It's so quiet out here outside of the, forts. Just the blowing wind. Oh, not the fucking fate, man! Fuck. Help. Help. Okay. Ow! Bitch, I gotta go. Christ. Okay. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ooh, okay. We're all good. Oh fucking god. Jesus. It was almost really fucking bad. Do I learn anything at 40? Should I go and do my thing? Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck just killed that ice? I didn't like that. Hello? Oh my god. There's a gnat on my arm. Good gnat. Didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Actually... Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near Mud Puppy's spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above. You there! Lad, don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Here you go. Wahaha! Yes, yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. Hi. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this god's-forsaken waste. Here you go. Is that fresh-cooked steak? Palone's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Yikes. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Okay. Lord. Drama. Eh. There she is. Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm busy attending to this man. I'll be with you in a moment. Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic! Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Yeah, he said. Might I have a word with you, Callan? It concerns the chirurgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned they lack sufficient Olympics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced Olympic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I required to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice spirits. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there's a way to alter the properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Okay. I'll get you your ice sprite cores. the daytime music. Fuck yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Not to be like, I think this bitch is hacking, but I think this bitch is hacking. Don't kill all the fucking ice sprites, bitch. I need them. Easy peasy. Can I jump over here? It looks like I can. Oh my god, I can! Oh, this changes everything. How did I not know that at all? I've been playing this game for how many fucking years? 7 years now? Shit! Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. What an amazing device. But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen quite its like before. I, too, am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it would be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Ware thee the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Oh my god, this bitch. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. I almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Annoying ass. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Weird behavior. Weird champ. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Kurthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Okay. There we go. Inquisitor Guillaume? Yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the halls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later in this very bed, where I've lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end Inquisitor Gyame rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope one day to repay his kindness. Yikes. Inquisitor Gyame, I am the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Okay. Fair enough. Patrick, what a normal name. Under Inquisitor Gyame's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Okay. Sure, man. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Alfino. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you've obtained, Callan. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gyame's motivations. Okay. Something tells me about that wounded knight. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in White Brimfront, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jalot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Okay. Oh my god, hey Ishgard, hey girl. Miss you. I don't remember if there are enemies down there. Ooh, there are. Okay. Dragon carcass? Yeah. No. Yes. Get my health back up real fast. Yeah. Oh, it's because death. Wow, 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 wow. Corpse of the Inquisitor. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gyame. Newly come to Carthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Calon, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Lord Drelemont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim. Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jalot with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Fucker just said, I don't care if it ruins his faith. Fair enough. Hello. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an impostor. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant to the Fury. You would have me believe all that is a lie. You are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go speak with Ser Brunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Yeah. Okay. You insist. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all. You know, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jalot gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jalot and I would be spared, but if I defied him, Everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Sir Gelot to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim Front, Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing, seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillamont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whitebrim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in the shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Highland, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone, forgive me for not acting sooner. Shit! That's deep, man. There. Drillamont! The Inquisitor's a little bitch-ass liar! Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. You might want to think about this. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic! Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence and your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Callon, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Okay. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Else take him and his Dravanian allies. I'm told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Callon. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Heretic among us! Amogus. That is exactly what my thought was, too. I won't lie. I was like, oh. A heretic amogus. Wow. That looks so stupid. Wow. Why are the solo duties always here? Give me a minute. I need to fix my glamour. Oh, never mind. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Drillamont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality?
Yeah. Yeah.
You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Helone's halls. Only the wicked.
But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Helone.
Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillamont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gyame and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillamont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. Conscience. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. Lives. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillamont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Bitch. I remember failing this the first time I did it. I think because Drillamont got killed. Power far beyond your ken. Come to me, my brothers. God damn! No, I'm just a little guy. Let me cast! Do not hit me again. You- okay, thank God. Bitch. Heal me, bitch! Thank you. No, I need to heal them. I need to heal them. Live! Live! Okay, there we go. Holy shit. Lord have fucking mercy, dog. This shit hurted. Fuck. Can we kill his stupid ass, please? Please! Christ. Oh, fucking mighty, man. Thank you. Fucking fighting the Dravanians for years, my ass. Fuck. Christ.
My glamours dispelled.
Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. Pointing at me? But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whitebrim front shall fall. Bye, bitch. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. Calon, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you are reunited with your heirship. This is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray, oh my fucking god, can I speak? Pray visit me at White Brimfront, and bring your associates. Okay. No more heretics among us. Fuck! Okay. I still maintain they should have had a, Aetheryte in Whitebrim. Piss me off to run there every time. I do think it's funny that I'm matching the dead Inquisitor, quote-unquote Inquisitor. Where have you been, Calon? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Okay. Damn. God fucking forbid. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we enter the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillemont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Okay. Okay. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guillaume would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the stone vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoning the stone vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. But for far too long, the ruins served as a Dravanian foothold in Kurthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Gillamont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgarian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalane of your impending visit. Mihlone guide you, scions. Fucked up French names. I'm gonna have a fucking hard time in fucking Heaven's Word. Oh. I'll queue and then go do my summoner quest. I don't think there's a solo duty with this summoner quest. Because there was one for the last two? Three? Three. To get these three. This fucker's still out here! Hail, Calon. Lord Gillamont has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. Wow. Oh, we'll see if it's actually less than 5 minutes. Very cheap to go there now. Okay, one, let me get my fucking glamour sorted. Do I want to do this? Dog, why not? It's cute. Wow, look at me. So cute. Anyway. Okay. What? Whatever. I don't know why the fuck that was such a fast queue. Why am I complaining though? double summoner. Still getting used to playing with mouse and keyboard. Nice. Just grab this, don't mind me. So I am actually having to like hard focus. Crazy. I hope. Twice. Oh, I did swiftcast it. Sick. Hat. Yay, I got hat.
cutscene.
Oh, fuck you for starting it already. Just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Are you kidding me? I hate you guys. I didn't get to watch the fucking cutscene. It killed my fucking carbuncle! Man, fuck you guys. I'm still pissed. Oh, I'm so cute. This is not a voiced cutscene, but God, I wish it was. Often have said something. Oh, be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was always certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. Brat. Derogatory. I wanted my ice cream. Oh, it's so sweet. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes. It will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, then I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye. It is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. I need to go to Gridania anyway. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... no use. Let's go. I like that they call that a small airship. Ooh. How I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ashgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our hard work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Two quests to do. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confounded. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. Yep. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Calon. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Did you just call us fucking stupid? Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace. My cat's here, by the way. Which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us into the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. Hi, kitty. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertine, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Mark has met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marcus was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Calon, I need you to return to Thanolin and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Okay. Let me real quick though, just actually do my scholar quests. With the Starlight Celebration. Forgot about that. Hello, Yithmitra. Oh shit, painful. How fared you with your training, Kala? For my part, I had some success in uncovering the identity of our mysterious attacker. We knew that our assailant was capable of summoning Ifrit, so I perused the records of past expeditions for those who claimed to have triumphed against the Lord of the Inferno. Of these victorious primal hunters, there were 8 names listed as present whereabouts unknown. After eliminating unlikely candidates based on race and gender, I was left with but a single name, Tristan.
Assuming the records are accurate, this hero was once registered as a soldier of the Immortal Flames. As to how the man came by his skills as a summoner, or why he sought to kill us, however, I remain woefully ignorant. Nevertheless, I have witnessed him use the art of summoning for casual brutality, and that I cannot countenance. This power should never be employed for the sake of tyranny or personal gain. It was meant to oppose such evils. It is our responsibility to bring this Tristan to justice. Should we stand idle, his reprehensible actions could very well stain the good name of future summoners who have yet to answer their calling. The art itself could be outlawed, the very mention of it taboo. Now, through my inquiries, I was able to determine that a war comrade from Tristan's days in the military resides in Little Alamigo. I ask that you pay a visit to this former soldier and learn what he knows of our callous villain. Sick. This ice cream is so sweet. Okay. I'm gonna put the ice cream back in my fridge and make myself some apple cider. Oh, that was really loud. I'm so sorry. Let me just do that real fast. Okay. Yippee! Okay. Got my hot apple cider. Very hot apple cider. Let me put it to the side so I don't fucking burn the shit out of myself. Let me take the BRB off. Maybe. There we go. Well, it seems like Tristan wasn't telling tall tales afterwards. After all, he said I could expect some primal adult sod to show up and start asking questions. Why don't you stay here and play with some friends of mine? I've got a message to deliver. He's all yours, lady. Ladies. Oh, good lord.
bitch. Meow. There we go. Oh yeah. I need to do the event on my other account. My main. And my not main, so basically it's my alts. You were set upon! The fiend is one step ahead of us. I'd wager 10 years of dig site findings that Tristan warned his old allies long before you set foot in that settlement. They thought you were one of the tempered, a mortal enthralled to a primal's will. In addition to being ruthless, it appears that our opponent is highly intelligent, and not quite as deranged as I first assumed. Such a level of planning hints at the existence of some greater scheme. But that is all we know. For the moment, we must be content with the knowledge that he perceives us as a threat and is aware of our efforts to track him. Speaking of which, you did exceedingly well to survive the trap into which I blithely sent you. I must apologize for my carelessness. I will not underestimate this man again. On a happier note, however, my efforts to decipher the alien texts proceed with pace. Here, you must read this. With your skills already tried and tested against the Eggi, you should have little difficulty in mastering a secondary summoning technique such as this. Let us put this day's disaster behind us and focus on the wonders that lie ahead. Sick. Oh. You learn a new summoning spell. Pain Flare. Greetings, Calon. Though it is good to see you, I am afraid I have yet to ascertain Tristan's ultimate objective. I only know that he is cunning and brutal, and will stop at nothing to achieve its purpose. As matters stand, we but chase after this man's shadow. Such a straightforward pursuit will, I believe, leave us ever one step behind. Our sole disadvantage is the treasure we possess that Tristan appears to covet. Evidently, his desire will bring him to us. When and where Tristan will strike, I cannot say, but it is unlikely to be on a field of our choosing. Thus, I suggest we prepare for this inevitable conflict as best we may. As fortune would have it, the ruins of Mordona may have provided us with a new source of strength. Word among the Suns is that a set of evoker's attire has been unearthed. Made during the reign of the Allegan Empire, these enchanted garments were sewn for the exclusive use of summoners. I can only imagine the degree to which they will enhance your already impressive powers. The man supervising the excavation efforts at St. Koenig's find, Rambros, is a dear friend of mine. In light of our circumstances, I am certain that he will consent to a request that you be allowed to don the attire. Shall we pay him a visit? Oh, okay. To manually go to Kurthus, or Mordona, because I've yet to be there in the story. And it's faster, most definitely, to go from here. And I can go ahead and accept the Zemail Darkhold unlock as well. I didn't realize that my mount speed had increased. Sick. I'm gonna get my ass beat. And that's Arum Vale in there. Ooh, warm apple cider, yummy. Wow. The crystal tower. Okay, I'm fine. I'm normal. Ah, Yumitra! I suspected you would make an appearance before long, and I presume this fine gentleman is the new summoner I've heard so much about. Yes, hopefully the first of many. Now, pray tell me, Rambros, has the discovery of Allagan Maid Avoca's attire been confirmed? It has. Truly a historical find. Then, I would ask a boon of you, my friend. You recall the predicament of which I spoke? Our chances of survival would be greatly improved if you would consider allowing Calon to wear the Allagan garments. Well, he is a summoner after all, and I must confess to no small degree of scholarly curiosity as to the effect the attire will have on one with the appropriate training. These finds are, however, the result of much sweat and even a few tears on the part of our excavation team. It is a frustrating task at times, and I fear they will be loath to part with the garments without some measure of recompense for their efforts. Allow me, though, to offer a solution. Metallic monstrosities of Allagan construction known as Mirranites have risen from the dig sites scattered around across Mordona. Needless to say, they pose a dangerous threat to our excavators. I suggest you speak with my 3 field researchers and dispose of any such nasty hindrances to their work. I dare say they will then gladly surrender the pieces of the attire they hold. Once I have confirmed our dig sites suitably empty of armored horrors, I will see you rewarded with a garment that I myself recovered from the ruins. Okay. A Mirrorite lurks just over yonder. I can scarce think straight with that thing wandering about. Oh gods, it approaches! Hello. Phew! You have my thanks. Now I might finally be able to concentrate on my tasks. If I'm not mistaken, you are in search of the Evoker's attire. I have one of its wondrous pieces right here. You are most welcome to it. Sick. It's not the worst thing I've worn.
Praise the good gods! Remember, son, an adventure would be along, but please, you must destroy the horrid construction.
Yeah, okay. Beat his ass, Titan Eggy. Fuck yeah.
Thank you for eliminating the source of my recent nightmares. They do not ordinarily stutter so, you see, but abject terror has that effect on folk. Now, I hear from you, Mitra, that you have need of this elegant garment. I should be glad to see it put to practical use rather than shut away in some dusty vault.
Sick. Oh, I kind of fuck with these gloves. I don't think I've ever examined them close enough to realize that they are like wraps. Ooh.
Mirror Knights? Yes, they have become quite bothersome. I'd be most appreciative if you were to eliminate the creaking pest that has been plaguing me of late.
Beat him to death. Hello? Fucking auto attack, bitch.
Fascinating. I never thought I would be fortunate enough to observe a conflict against an elegant construction at such close quarters. This has been a deeply enriching experience. If the price is to be my piece of the evoker's attire, then so be it.
Boot. Wait, I kind of fuck with this. Was it just fucked up on Catboys? Is that it? I don't remember. Maybe the chest piece is fucking weird. Ah, the champion of my researchers returns. With the ruins now free of Mirror Knights, the excavations can proceed at a far more satisfying pace. Trembling in fear for one's life makes it astonishingly difficult to handle ancient artifacts that have a tendency to crumble into dust. You have performed a valuable duty for us, Kalon. As promised, you shall have the Summoner's Garment uncovered by my own hand as your reward. Ah yes, Ymitra mentioned she would await you at Apkalu Falls. It seems there was no doubt in her mind that you would succeed here. Horn. Kinda fuck with it. Ugh. Okay.
So, this was how the summoners of old were clad. Well, more or less. Aside from the coloring, they are identical to the garb Tristan wore. You'll find no edge against you through his equipment. When next you face that murderous cad, victory will be decided purely by who is the more talented summoner. And to that end, I would soon proceed with the austerities of wind to secure you another potent ally, though it seems that you do not yet count the Lady of the Vortex amongst your triumphs. The primal Garuda is a glowering storm front, ever poised to unleash her merciless gales upon Gridania. If you would capture her etheric essence, then you must find yourself an expedition to join. Let us continue. There we go. It's much more balanced. Why, yes, I'm Professor Lamberton. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Ah, so rare is it to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to rather harvest a corrupted crystal? Ye gods, man! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. Beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Okay. God, it's nice to be fast. Is this level 41 or 42? Still 41. Probably 42 after I do this. Hello. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I'm not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I've chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lamberton. You thieving knave, I shall call for the— Oh,
You say the man himself lent it to you. Then he must have sought me out for his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Okay. Good lord. Can I stop leveling? Oh, frabjous day, Kalukale! Oh lord. That I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lamberton's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. Is this like Mad Hatter shit? With the alliterations? With the alliterative phrases? But something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirranites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pod and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Someone had fun writing this. One of the localizers had a good-ass time writing that. Like, how many alliterations can I fit in this, in these voice lines? A lot is the answer. The answer's a lot. Verbals. I wonder how many parts it's gonna take to get through ARR. I don't know. Maybe 15? I'm on 13 now. It depends on what days I stream it, I guess. Because if it's like on Fridays, I have more time, obviously. And I can go later. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it my Friday Final Fantasy so I can stream later. Although I could marathon it next week. That's something I could do. I only work a couple days. Where the fuck do I go? How do I get down? The hell? Brother, what? Oh, here we go. It's been too long. Am I on level 41? No, still 41, Jesus. Anyway. I love the little weird sounds they make. Wait, if I remember correctly, this is the part where it's like we get sent on a million wild goose chases until we find the correct type of crystal that we need, because we need to be able to negate wind ether. Do I remember what negates wind? I don't. Not off the top of my head. I don't know why I want to say water, but I know it's not water because water negates fire. Does it? Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember. I removed my apple cider. I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal! Professor Lambertine will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. The alliterations are killing me. In like a good way. I love apple cider. My keen scholar sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal? Ah, it is as you desire. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never have sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And what can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, man. Now you understand the methods to oh my god. Methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You would doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Valdesian. You've heard of them. Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Seana, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosha. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosha was where she was nearly killed from when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Haha! Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lenosha, Faros Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. Oh my god. What the fuck? Bro, I think a gnat just fucking flew into my throat. Well, it's dead now. Anyway. I can't recall her exact reasoning. What I can say for certain is that she's still in Ailport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Siana's inquiries bear fruit? You can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates. You might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warden pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Right, yep, I was right. We are gonna be going all over. Holy shit. Ugh.
Corrupted crystals? Sir, I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned! Professor Lamberting did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the Professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in— Oh god, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now.
Oh, 42 now.
As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Faro Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. Rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Ah, you startled me! Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all the fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening.
You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hills, lad. Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. Fair enough. Not drunk or crazy, just vibing. The Isles of Umbra. What interest have you in that god's forsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Faro Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them.
Ah, Callan, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Faro Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself.
Love running back and forth.
I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell me, Midora, I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me? Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her.
Anyway.
What does Skyfrin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. Couldn't care less about how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Midoa? Wait, I know that name! That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Okay, well, fair. Knee crunch.
Another initiate, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, son. I can't hear you. Bugger me. Is this what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found it? Skyfrin, you say? Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up far as serious he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see. Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You be looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Midoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested since till you came a-callin'. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll see you there and back.
Access is prohibited at the moment. Oh, I have to show it to Sienna. So you went and had a word with Midoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfrin's superior? I find that hard to believe. This writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra, without me. Fine, fine! I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 as my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Fair enough. I think that's valid. Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids, as if it's simple as... Oh, I see you have a writ of passage. Alright, then let's climb aboard. It is that simple. Thank you. This doesn't seem bad at all. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... Oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystal before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you please excuse me. Bye. Access to the island is currently restricted. Harvest a corrupted crystal, but you may have to return empty-handed. The route Master Midoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. If that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the Smoke Folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that the rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance, at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Calon. Help me unravel this mystery and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall be in searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into this situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. Be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. I'm not doing that. Dead people. Leading verse. Okay. Siren. It's possible they're all dead, aren't they? If they haven't returned, that would mean I beg your pardon, I was just done thinking about something. David asked from Abdul would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the Yankee young lad with the 1,000-dome stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. Once know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Oh my god, fucking gnat in my face. Okay. Oof. Been keeping you, I ain't getting younger, stirring the dead up. Siren, sanguine variety. It's just to start even in death, man stays bound to the beast, forced to do or bid until his corpse can't do it no more. And then I think it's a solo duty. Passing near the shore, sure spy the campfire and come look in, just a matter of waiting. Yep, it is. Okay. So I'm gonna just... This'll be for next time. Hell yeah. Alright, next time we will continue. I think... if I lock the fucking... Oh my god, these fucking gnats are pissing me off. Anyway. If I lock in next week and do a long one... Could be just like 2 or 3 more until we're through Realm Reborn. It's crazy, honestly. But yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time zone you may be in. I hope it's a fantastic one. I will see you next time. Which may or may not be tomorrow. I'm unsure. Anyway. Bye-bye.